Hello guys, today we're going to talk about the last type of loops, which is a for loop. So the for loop basically actually it's concise the syntax for writing the loop. So let's say here this is actually the way we write the for loop. So we start with the initial value and the end value and what's the action after each iteration. Okay, so let's back to the example that we were like trying to print out welcome to lectures 100 times. So with the for loop it will be written like that: for, and then the initiated value I equal to 0, and then I less than 100. This is the condition that we're gonna check. And then in each time, what's the action after each iteration? After each iteration we need to increase the I by 1. And we print at the end, we will print the lecture, welcome to lectures. We print the statement like 100 times. So let's open up the NetBeans and we check over here. Of course, you've seen, I don't know if you still remember our example of having the sum of the number from 0 to 9, which was 45. So we did it with a while loop, and we did it with a do loop. And now let's see how we will do it with a for loop. So we will start with for, and we begin with the initial value, which is here was count equal 0. Okay, and then semicolon, and then we put the end of the value of, or like the condition that we want to check. Okay, we'll check count less than 10. Okay, and then what's the action after each iteration? We will increase the count by 1, and then we go to execute what we want to increase the sum by the count. So sum plus equal count, and then after we close the statement, we will print all the sum. So it will be system dot out the print 1, and then we print the sum. Let's print it out and see. Okay, as you can see here it's 45. So again guys, so now the while loop, we start with we check the condition, and then we go to execute the statements if the condition is true, and then we stop when the condition is false. Do while, we execute the statement while, and we keep repeating executing the statement while the condition is true, and also we're gonna stop executing when this condition became false. In a for loop we have everything in just one line. We start from here, the initial, okay, when the counter is 0, and when the count is 0, and then this is the condition we check when the count is less than 10, so it will stop when the count became like 10, and this is the action where after each iteration we increase the count by 1. So as you can see here, we put everything in one line, and as you see we got the same results. Either we use a while, or we use do while, or we use for loop. So you guys please practice and do many more exercise by yourself. Try to think about like something you want to print it repeatedly, or you want to calculate it and use for or while and do, and practice more. And I hope you guys understand it very well, and see you next time. Thank you so much.